friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video that I get so many requests for. It's a little out of my typical genre of my channel, but I get so many requests. I mean, daily. Someone requests for me to do a makeup tutorial. So I'm here today to do that for you. I'm going to show you all of the products that I use. I'll show you them up close. I'll tell you a little bit how I apply them, and then you'll see me kind of sped up applying my makeup. So I'll walk you through everything. All of the products will be linked down in the description box below so that you can go and get them for yourselves because they are amazing. This is a typical makeup routine. As you know, I do change up my eyeshadow kind of depending on what I'm wearing. So today I'm gonna do one of the looks that I get the most compliments on, and that's kind of this summer tropical vibe where I'm including some yellow, some orange, some pink, and I'm blending it all together to essentially create somewhat of a sunset look to it. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be putting on some false eyelashes. So I'll show you guys what eyelashes I use and how to apply those. So let's get right into this makeup tutorial. Thing I do whenever I start my makeup routine is I'm going to add some setting spray. So I've shown you guys this before. I actually showed you guys this in my favorites video, but this is the Wet n Wild coconut setting spray. This setting spray I want to say is $5. It's awesome. So I just usually take it, just put a nice spray on my face. It just sets your face, gets ready to set your makeup. Once my setting spray dries, I'm gonna go ahead and put on a face primer. I saw this on Lauren or Louise Lane's channel. It's a game changer. It is so awesome. I think it's about $6, and it really makes such a difference in how your makeup is applied. And that is this. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. I will put this down in the description box like everything else, but this is a game changer for makeup. It makes such a huge difference just on how your makeup is applied. So I'm going to just put a small amount. I mean, really, that's all that you need. And you're just going to put it on your face. It just makes your skin soft. It makes your skin tone even. It just adds that nice layer of protection when you go to apply your foundation. It really makes such a huge difference in just how your makeup goes on your face. So love this. So for foundation, I've been absolutely loving this. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. If you guys are looking for an inexpensive foundation that works just as well as those big fancy box store foundations, you guys are going to love this Maybelline 24-Hour. This foundation is fantastic. It's less than $10. It literally stays on all day long, doesn't crease, nothing. This foundation is great. So for me, what I do is I go ahead and I put about that amount on my palm, so not very much. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender. You want your beauty blender to be a little bit damp when you're applying your foundation. Go ahead and add some foundation to the tip of your beauty blender, and then you're basically going to pat it on your face and blend it in that way. Once you've blended out your foundation, make sure that it's nice and even and blended on your skin. I'm gonna be adding some concealer, and I've really been liking the Mary Kay concealer. I've had this for a long time. I feel that this concealer works really well. It's thick. It's a shade lighter than my foundation, which is exactly what you want in a concealer. So I usually will add just a small dot to my finger, and I just put it under my eye. And then once again, you're going to take your beauty blender and you're just going to blend out your concealer until it gives you the coverage that you're looking for. concealer blended out, it's time to put on some powder or some setting powder. So I go back and forth between a pressed powder and a loose powder, but I've determined as time has went on that I actually prefer a loose powder. Now it's a little more messy because as you apply it, it kind of gets all over, but I like the way that it applies better. I think it's easier to use than a pressed powder, and I think it gives you a more natural finish. So I've been really enjoying the CoverGirl. This has kind of been my favorite loose powder lately. This one I really like. This is the Clean Professional, and this is in shade 115. So it's just a light coverage, medium color for my skin tone. It's an excellent, excellent powder. What I use to apply my powder is this, and this is the It Cosmetics brand of brush. I really, really like kind of the angle on this brush. It really gets down into the features of your skin. So I usually will just pull my powder right out of my lid, and then I'm just going to take my brush and apply. Once you get your powder applied to your face, the next step for me is some bronzer. And I'm gonna add that in kind of my T-zone, so my forehead, down my nose, and then I do like to add a little bit on my cheeks as well. With summer here, we usually get a little bit more color, so I like to add that bronzing effect to my face as well as what's on my body. So my bronzer that I absolutely love is the Benefit Hoola Beauty. In my opinion, it's the absolute best bronzer. So I'm going to just take a brush. Now these brushes, I think I got at Ross or one of those stores. They're not the best quality, but they work. I'm gonna be investing in a really nice brush set once these ones kind of die. But the bronzer comes in this cute little box, and I'm just going to take it and apply to those areas. So once you get your bronzer applied, next I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. I use two different highlighters, one for my eye and also one for my face. And I've shown you guys this before, but this is my favorite highlighter. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm telling you, you guys, this highlighter, or butter highlighter, not butter bronzer, this is the best highlighter on the market. It's less than $10. It smells amazing. It has this delicious coconut smell to it. And how I apply it is I use one of these fun fan brushes, and I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to roll my fan brush kind of around the container, and you're going to apply that to the cheek area, and then I also go through the T-zone. Once I've applied my highlighter, I move into my eyes. So I've also shown you guys this before as well in a previous video, but this is the Diamond Duet, sorry, not very, there we go. Diamond Dust Eyeshadow Palette. So this is what I use. I bought this on Amazon. I wanna say it came with 2 palettes. They were less than $15 for both palettes. This is what it looks like. You can see that it is very well loved. I use this palette all of the time. If I can find it, I looked a while ago and it wasn't in Amazon anymore. But if I can find it, I will definitely link it down below for you guys. But I love this. I love these really fun, bright colors. So the first color we're gonna do today is this yellow. Yes, yellow. And I'm gonna apply it with this brush here. This is just kind of your basic flat brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some yellow, and I'm going to apply that just to the lid of my eye. So once I've applied my yellow, you can see it here on my lids. Just remember, this is an inexpensive eyeshadow, so you are gonna have a little bit of fallout, but it's really not that big of a deal. And these colors, they pop. They're actually pretty awesome in the color department. So next in my palette here, I'm going to be using this orange, and this is legit orange, like it is orange. So I'm going to take this type of a brush, so it's kind of the flutter type that you can use for your crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some orange, and then I'm just going to pull it into my crease of my eye. And I'm literally just gonna kind of go back and forth with it. So you can see that it's just went into the crease of my eye until I have the color that I'm desiring. So there's the orange on our eye. And you can see that I did take a brush and kind of wipe away the fallout. It just, again, it happens with an inexpensive eyeshadow palette. So lastly for this look, this look is so easy. We're gonna add some pink. So I'm gonna use this like super bright pink right here. And I'm gonna use this small little brush. And I'm going to just get some pink. And I'm going to put it in the corner by the yellow and pull it up onto my lid. And I'm basically going to add the pink in this area and under my eye. All right, so there's kind of what our eye color looks like. So we've got the yellow, the orange, and the pink, and it literally just brings this ambiance of a sunset, but it is somewhat subtle once you apply your liner and add the rest of your eye makeup to it. It's not as crazy as it may seem. So next I'm going to apply some highlighter to my brow bone. And my favorite highlighter for my eyes is ColourPop, and this is ColourPop, and the color of this is Lunch Money. You can see it's almost gone. I love it. Now I don't use this highlighter here. I only use it on my brow bone, so you can see that I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring my brush, and this time I'm using, sorry, I'm very good to show you guys the brushes, just kind of a flat brush. And this brush is actually from MAC. I've had this brush forever. And I'm just going to apply it onto my brow bone. And I'm also going to apply a little bit above my, can't think of it, eyebrow. And that's going to add that little bit of pop as well. All right, so my eyeshadow is essentially done. What I'll do is I'll go back with my brushes once I've finished, and I'll just make sure that I'm getting exactly the color that I want. So this is the orange, and I'll just go back in with each of my little brushes, and I'll just make sure that it's exactly what I want once I've applied everything else, including the highlighter, that I've got the coloring that I kind of want on my shadow. This was the yellow, so I always will go back in and just freshen it up and just add that little extra pop. So I'm gonna take off the fallout here. So I just take one of my brushes. This is the one I use for my other powder that I'll show you. And I just kind of wipe away the fallout. So I'm gonna close my eyes, give you guys a little bit of close-up of the eyeshadow color so far. Isn't that gorgeous? Perfect timing for summer. So now let's get on some liner before we apply our lashes. So for my liner for my eyes, I actually use two separate liners, one to line my eye and one to create kind of that wing effect on the side. I like a more subtle liner when I'm wearing false lashes, but I still want that nice even wing. So what I'm going to be using for my eyeliner is, you're not going to be able to see this probably very well, but this is simply just an e.l.f. brand. And this is just a very neutral black line. I'm just going to apply this e.l.f. liner to my lids. And what I'll do typically is pull my eye and pull it across. And I'm not going to do the wing. I'm just going to apply this directly to the lid. So for the winged portion of my liner, I've been using this Revlon, and this is just a Color Stay liquid liner pen. The tip of it looks a little strange. Look at that. It's got kind of just a flat end and a pointy end, but I like this a lot for the wing effect. So all I do is I'm gonna draw a line and fill it in. Super easy for the wing since I already have on my base liner. So the wing portion is done. I'll shut my eyes so you can kind of see that. I do mine a lot thicker. Like I like a thicker wing, especially when I'm wearing artificial lashes because they are so full and black and voluminous. I want to make sure that you can still see that nice pull of making my eye a little bit bigger from the wing. So eyeliner is done. We are going to move into mascara. So I always use mascara even when I use artificial lashes. I just put one coat of mascara on before I apply my lashes. So I'm going to be using, this is the Unique Moonstruck Mascara. So this mascara is great. I probably wouldn't buy it myself. Actually, one of my subscribers sent this to me. So if you're watching, thank you. Only because I know their product's a little expensive and I wear a lot of artificial lashes. So I just kind of go with an inexpensive mascara typically. But thank you for sending this to me. I've been using this for quite a while now. So I'm just going to put one coat on my top and my bottom lashes before we apply our artificial lashes. All right, so one coat of mascara down. Now we're gonna apply some artificial lashes. So these are my favorite lashes. I love these. These are the Ardell brand and these are the Wispies. These are the best lashes. They're natural looking, but they're full. They're black. They give your eye just that pop that you're looking for without looking like you're wearing these ridiculous fake lashes. I want to say this package is less than $10 for all of these pairs. Of course, it's linked down below for you. What I use to apply my lashes is this Duo glue. I prefer the Duo in black because I like that it gives that little extra pop of black on your lashes. And then I always use just a tweezer, not to put them on, I just use my fingers, but I'll use this, and you can buy this with the glue to kind of push down the lashes. So let me kind of show you how to apply the lashes. So you're going to remove the lashes easy from the plastic. Make sure you use those little tweezers and gently remove them, kind of pulling as you go. If you pull too hard, you will just rip out the lashes and distort the look of the lashes. So once you pull them off, they should look kind of like this. And to these lashes, it's really easy. You're going to take your glue and you want to put a line on the band of the lashes. And you don't want to do too much. You want to just put just a small amount of glue. And if you get too much, it's okay. Just kind of wipe it away. But make sure that you are actually putting your glue along the entire band of the lashes. You don't want to miss a spot. Otherwise, your lashes won't stay on all day. So you're going to apply your glue. You're going to let it dry for about 20 seconds. So you can blow. You can kind of do whatever you need to do to get the glue to sort of dry on your lashes, but you never want to put these on fully wet. You want to let that glue dry for just a few minutes first, for about 20 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds. And then once it's dry, then you can apply the lashes. So when you're ready to apply your lashes, I use my fingers. A lot of people will use those little tweezers, but I just use my fingers. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just set them on my lid. So I'm just going to set them on first, and then I'm going to take my little tool here and I'm just going to push them down and get them exactly where I want them. Now you want your lashes, the band of your lashes, right above your regular lashes. So you don't want them sitting on your eyelid. You want to make sure that you're getting them kind of right above your normal lashes. And then I'm just going to take this tool and push them down. All right, once I push them down with the tool, then I generally will just take the end of one of my brushes and I'll just go back over and just make sure that they're nice and secure on my lid. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of brush up the lashes as well. So let me zoom in and I'll show you what these look like. Isn't that gorgeous? Very natural. Like, it doesn't look like I went crazy with the lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and get the second lash applied to this eye, and then I'll show you the final product. All right, so the lashes are on. I'll give you guys kind of a close-up. Aren't those gorgeous? Very natural, just gives you that volume, that length on your lashes. So with the lashes, it takes some practice. It's not easy. It took me probably 2 or 3 tries to really get the hang of it, to put them in the right spot, to make sure I applied enough glue. Make sure you get glue on the entire band of the lashes or the ends will pop up. It takes a little bit of practice, but they're so inexpensive. They're fun on days that you want to just kind of jazz it up. Also, I reuse my lashes. I use them usually for 2 days. So when I pull them off, I'll remove the glue that I can. Be really careful with that, because if you go too crazy removing the glue, you can distort the lashes or rip the lashes. Sometimes I can get 3 days out of them, but generally 2 days. So for the price, I mean, that package is less than $10. That's, you know, $1 a day basically to wear lashes, less than $1 a day. So I really like the look of them, love the look of them. So once I finish this, then the next step is I'm just going to apply one more coat of mascara to my lower lashes. So before we move to the next step, I forgot to mention, I get a lot of questions about mascara and artificial lashes. So yes, you can put mascara on the artificial lashes, but if you do that, you can generally only get a one-time use out of them, because the mascara is going to kind of be cakey on them. I don't ever put mascara on my artificial lashes. That's why you saw me do that before I put on the lashes. So totally up to you, but just kind of a little word to the wise there, pro tip, as I say. So let's move on to the next step, and that is I'm going to apply some, it's kind of a bronzer slash blush put together, and I've shown this in a video as well, in a favorites video. So I'm going to insert a picture right here of the actual product, because what I do is I break mine up and put it in a little container. So let me show you. So you can see that it has the pink of a blush, but also that little bronzer in it as well. I love this. I just crush it up because I like it all mixed together. I want that little bit of pink and brown all in one. So when I apply this, I generally will use just kind of an angled brush. And all I'm gonna do is go into my powder here, and I'm going to apply it here on my cheek. I'm gonna roll it up to my forehead and bring it down my T-zone. So there you have it. It just kind of adds that first little glimpse of pink on your cheek. So before I do my blush and my eyebrows, I want to go ahead and add a little highlighter to the corners. Now, I don't always do that. It depends on the look that I'm going for, but I am obsessed, you guys, with this highlighter for my eyes. So this is the Kylie Jenner highlighter, and this is in Santorini color. I love this highlighter. This stuff is so potent that what I generally do is I just use the highlighter that's in the lid, because it is so bright and gorgeous. So I'll just take that same brush I use for the highlighter on my eye, and I'm just going to dip it into this lid and put it right here in the corner. See that? It just brings that little brightness to your eye. Isn't that gorgeous? This highlighter is amazing. You can actually use this as well on your brow bone. But I just really like the Lunch Money, the ColourPop Lunch Money. But I'm obsessed with this for in the corner of your eye. And this literally will last 50 years because there's so much in there. And this I got just from pulling it off of the lid. Also, if you want to give your eyes a little more pop, you can use a white liner. This is just the e.l.f. brand, and you can place this in your waterline. I'm not going to do that today. For me, it doesn't make that much difference, but I know a lot of people really like it, so I just wanted to show this to you, that that's an option too to put into your waterline. So let's move on to blush, and then we'll round out with our brows. So for blush, this is my favorite blush. It's a drugstore. This is the CoverGirl brand of blush. I really like this blush, and the color of this is Rose Silk. It is kind of a darker pink, because you have to remember that I have a little bit darker skin, and I'm just going to use just kind of a flat brush to apply my blush. And I'm going to put it here in my cheekbone, and then I'm going to put it a little bit on the apple of my eye, or apple of my cheek, where you can see a little bit of the highlighter. All All right, so once you've got on your blush, it just kind of gives your face that definition. It's time to do our brows. And let me just forewarn you, my brows are crazy. Like literally when she goes to do my brows, she has to cut them with scissors. They're that wild. So my brows, I have to tame them. I don't really use a brow pencil. I don't do any shaping. My brows are nice and thick as they are. So what I use is this. And this is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. And this is essentially a brow mascara. So when you open it up, it's a wand like mascara. So all I'm going to do is basically brush my brows, use it to shape it and use it to hold it. I love this. This is the only product that I'll use on my brows. The difference. Your look is not complete without doing your brows, girls. You got to make sure that you're either brushing them, using some sort of a brow mascara, drawing them on, whatever it may be, but your eye look is never complete without your brows. So last but not least is lip gloss or lipstick, whatever it is that you want to apply to your lips. So I always have a Kleenex handy because I take it, I wipe off the foundation, the powder, all the stuff that gets on your lips. I also wipe off my nose ring because things like to collect to that. And then we will apply some lip gloss. So my favorite that I've been using lately, actually, and I don't think it's available anymore, unfortunately, but this is called Love Child. And this is actually from MAC. So this is the Love Child lip gloss. I love this color so much. I think it's just continued. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But a lot of you guys ask me about this one particular color that I wear on my lips a lot, and it is actually a L'Oreal brand. I'm gonna insert a picture right there. I'm gonna link that down below for you guys because a lot of you ask about it. It's pretty similar to this one. This is just the one that I put on before I walk out the door, and then as the day goes on, I'll update with that L'Oreal. But I really love it. It's called Lust something. I'll make sure that I link it down below, and again, the picture was here on the screen for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Kleenex, wipe off the residue, and apply some. So there you have it. The makeup look is complete. Now, I get a lot of questions about my makeup, and I don't have time to do that. That takes forever. It takes me, without filming, 20 minutes to apply my makeup, and that includes applying the lashes. So it is not time consuming once you get it down. It's very systematic. You kind of have the way that you apply your makeup, and literally this look takes 20 minutes. Now it looks like you've spent hours, but it's 20 minutes. Crazy, right? So the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my makeup with a finishing spray. I've showed you guys this before as well. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the natural finish. You can buy your finish spray from Wet n Wild in natural or in matte. I go back and forth. I really prefer the natural. And again, give it a good shake, and we're just gonna spray our face. And that, my friends, not only sets your makeup, but gives you that natural look. So there you have it. This is a fun summer look with some fun lashes. So I hope that you enjoy. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this makeup tutorial. I hope that that helped you with some fantastic products that you can purchase that aren't expensive. Now, some of them are. The Hoola Bronzer, the ColourPop, the Kylie Jennings highlighter. Those things are a little bit more on the pricey side, but to be honest with you guys, it's worth it to get a good quality product. You don't have to buy all the fancy brands. You can see that I use a lot of over-the-counter drugstore brand mascara. You can still get that fantastic, gorgeous makeup look and not have to spend a lot of money. So again, I will link everything that I use as long as I can find it down in the description box below. I'll try to find alternatives for the things that I can't find or are no longer available, such as that MAC lip gloss. I'm pretty sure it's not available anymore, unfortunately. So please comment down below with any questions that you guys have. Let me know if you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I can always do more to show you guys different looks. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. This is a little out of the ordinary for me. I normally do WW content, but it's always fun to throw in a little bit of fun here and there. Hit that little notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload. Make sure to thumbs up this video to let me know that you guys enjoyed enjoyed this makeup tutorial. And again, comment down below with any questions that you have, or if you have any questions on the products that I use as well, I'd be happy to answer those. Thank you so much.